Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture is titled Total Solar Eclipse over Spain. So what do we see here? Well, here we see the total solar eclipse of August the 12th of 2026, so just yesterday. And a total solar eclipse occurs when the moon passes in front of the sun, blocking out its light. And when it's a total solar eclipse, that means the moon lined up exactly with the sun and blocks out all of its light. Now, if you look at the image here, you see that there's some light coming around the edge of the sun. That's actually not the main disk of the sun. That's the solar atmosphere. And in fact, it's always there, but you can never see it because it is so much fainter than the rest of the sun. This is what we call the corona of the sun. And it is a very tenuous outer atmosphere. It is visible, but only if you block out the overwhelmingly bright disk of the sun. And our moon can do that during an eclipse, giving us a chance to see that corona directly. Now, as this occurs, the moon is casting its shadow, and that shadow strikes the Earth. And the point where it strikes the Earth, that area ends up being the part that is eclipsed. And in this case, it's stretched across various regions of the world, from Siberia to Greenland to Iceland to Spain and Portugal. Those are the regions that saw a total eclipse. Now, other regions around those would have been able to see a partial eclipse, depending on exactly where you were located. And if you were too far away from that path, you would not have been able to see anything. But at the right location, that shadow would be cast on Earth and it would get dark. It would get dark, not quite as dark as night, but relatively dark, a very dusky color that would occur, because of the sunlight being blocked out. Now, solar eclipses are not incredibly rare, that they occur often. In fact, a solar eclipse of some kind occurs every year. But specifically, total solar eclipses only occur in specific regions rarely. And in fact, Spain, this was its first major total eclipse since the very early 1900s. And what that means is that for over 120 years, there has not been a really good total solar eclipse that would have been visible in Spain. Certainly there were lots of eclipses, so the eclipses occur regularly, but any specific location may have to wait hundreds and hundreds of years before it gets a total eclipse occurring. And that's what the rarity is that the band of the moon shadow is so small that you only get a small region stretched across the surface of Earth where you can actually see that totally solar eclipse. So that's what makes it so rare. Not that eclipses themselves don't occur somewhere in the world every year. But here we get to see the image of it and of the image of the reflection down in the water below, taken yesterday of the total solar eclipse of August the 12th. So that was our picture of the day, titled Total Solar Eclipse over Spain. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture. So until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.